Hello, friends. I want to talk to everyone about our sacrament of communion today. I don't know how many of us realize, but when the disciples, the followers of Jesus, met with him in that upper room, they were celebrating a Seder meal. A Seder meal is part of the Passover celebration. It's kind of like we do Thanksgiving. They have this special meal during the Passover holiday. And they had celebrated Passover with Jesus twice before, since he had started his public ministry at age 30. They would have broken bread, they would have shared the cup, they would have had this meal together several times. But this time, it was different. On this night, he changed the idea of the Seder meal for all time into what we have come to know as the Last Supper and our service of communion. Now, during this meal, Jesus would say a particular prayer which Jews to this day still recite before they go through their Seder practice. And what he did is he took the bread, which was a part of the celebration, unleavened bread, because they were told when they were leaving Egypt that they had to leave quickly. They had no time for the bread to react to the yeast and rise, so they had to leave with unleavened bread, and it became a tradition to have unleavened bread. Now, having unleavened bread at that Last Supper, nothing unusual. Having a prayer, nothing unusual. But Jesus would have said the prayer in Hebrew that they still say today, which I use during our communion service. And it goes like this: Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam chamotzi lachem min haaretz. In English, blessed be the Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who brings forth bread from the earth. So he would have said that prayer. Nobody would have been surprised. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam chamotzi lachem min haaretz. But then, things changed. He took it, he broke it, and he said to those gathered at the table, "This is my body broken for you. Eat this in remembrance of me." That was different. That was not the traditional Seder meal. That was something completely new. And they would have been quite surprised. We have come to understand that Jesus is the bread of life, and we want him in us. So we ingest the bread, symbolically taking him inside of us, and we become one with him. And I use the same prayer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam chamotzi lachem min haaretz. After that, they thought perhaps the surprises were done, but they weren't. For Jesus then took the cup. There was always 4 toasts at a Seder meal. So toasting with wine, again, not unusual, something they would have done with him before. But this time, as he said the Hebrew prayer, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafan. Blessed be the Lord our God, ruler of the universe, who creates the fruit of the vine. Again, he gave something new. He said, "This is the cup of the new covenant, my blood, shed for the forgiveness of sins. Drink this in remembrance of me." So he would have given the blessing, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafan, held it out to his disciples and said, "This is my blood shed for the forgiveness of sin. Drink this in remembrance of me." That again was new and unusual, and something we have practiced ever since. So when we come together to celebrate communion, we are remembering that meal, that Last Supper that they had together before Jesus was arrested, tried, convicted, crucified, and put in the grave. We remember his body broken for us and his blood shed that we might be forgiven. And here at South Church, we try to do so as accurately as we can by using the two Hebrew blessings. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam chamotzi lechem min haaretz, and Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafan. If you'd like to learn how to pray along with me, please feel free. Thank you for this time together. May God bless you, and may you be a blessing to someone else this week.